Not so fast, Jet fans. I know we want this player gone, but it's not that simple. What is going on? Matt O'Leary here with another video. Today I'm getting into Allen Lazard because I keep getting questions, which is totally fair, by the way. It is a fair question, and I get asked, are the New York Jets going to cut Allen Lazard? And based off performance from 2023, there is no denying that he was massively disappointing in his first year with the New York Jets. Also, he has 3 years remaining on his contract, and his AAV on the contract is $11 million. So people see that and go, ooh, I would like to get out of that contract because I don't think Allen Lazard is worth that. Totally fair, by the way. That is a totally fair response. Unfortunately, and I've even seen an article written on it earlier this week, but unfortunately, the Jets aren't in a position where they can get out of that contract right now. As much as it might behoove the Jets, throw salary cap out the window, but just moving on from said player, it's going to happen eventually. But for right now, they can't do it, and we'll get into why that is that they can't do it. So first and foremost, this is not, again, I want to make sure that it's very clear to you. This is not a me defending Allen Lazard and saying he's going to be here for the remainder of his contract, 3 more years. No. In fact, the head football coach last November during the regular season said he's going to be here for the next year and a half.
Allen was down, obviously my decision. There's things that we all need to get better at, including him. He's going to be here for a long time, for the next year and a half. He's going to be a part of this, and just wanted to make sure, one, I wanted to give some of the younger guys an opportunity to play, and two, he's, it's kind of a challenge to see if he can recapture the edge and who he is.
I've talked about that clip so many times over the past few months because it's so rare for Robert Saleh to come out and say anything at all remotely negative publicly about someone on his team. He will talk up the 53rd guy on the roster like he's going to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. We saw that in Hard Knocks last year when it was it Chaz Surratt? It was one of the linebackers. I'm pretty sure it was Chaz Surratt that he just absolutely adored. And is Chaz Surratt, does he have a role in the league as a special teamer unlike your, again, 53rd guy on the roster? Yes, he absolutely does. But the reaction that Robert Saleh had to him and how he would talk him up, again, would be like if he was going to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And I love him, and that's why players love him as well, because he loves his guys and will go to war for his guys. That makes him very, very appealing. Does he have to improve on his in-game management and some decision-making and philosophy? Yes, of course he does, but at least he has that going for him. But it was so out of character to hear that kind of a response from Robert Saleh that it made me think, okay, this guy is definitely gone. But unfortunately, again, they have to do it at the end of this year. So he's going to be on the roster in 2024, because if you look at it now with his post-June 1 cut, they would have 0 in cap space, in cap savings, It would cost them $12.2 million against the cap in order to cut him. Like, you're not saving a dime. And then in 25, 26, and 27, you'd be hit for a $2.184 million cap hit. Now, your pre-June 1 starting next year would be $6.6 million. So you're saving about half, 4.4, and then 2.184 in the last year of that. In a perfect world of savings, he is designated as a post-June 1 cut after the 2024 season. Even if he does have a bounce back season, he is not worth that kind of money to be this team's 3rd or 4th receiver on the depth chart. And again, it's unfortunate. I think as Jet fans, the only thing we can do at this point is to just root like hell that Allen Lazard figures it out with Aaron Rodgers this year, because he's going to be here. There's no escaping him this year. It's okay to be critical because, again, unfortunately, he wasn't very good. There were some concerning moments during OTAs. Again, it's OTAs. We'll see during minicamp next week, and we'll see during training camp in the preseason what kind of version of Allen Lazard we're getting. And I hope it's closer to what we saw when he was in Green Bay with the Packers. But at the end of the day, they just got to get through this year. As much as we might want to, as a fan base, just move on and free up that money, they can't. They can't do it yet. There's an out after the 2024 season. But for now, Lazard's going to be on the depth chart, and just hope that it's a little bit lower on the said depth chart. Maybe Jason Brownlee, Xavier Gipson, Malachi Corley, all those guys are jumping Allen Lazard on the depth chart. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on the player down below in the comments. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, I'm Matt O'Leary, and I'll catch you guys next time.